We can talk more a little bit about what to do when you find yourself in a situation. And I
Right.
think you probably can give us a lot. But before we jump into that, let's
Um,
also talk about why it's so problematic. Not only because, or speaking as to adults, it's easy to think like, this is horrible, it's not fair because it hurts me, but also it really profoundly hurts the children. And so I just wanted to take a moment to talk about some of those impacts on the kids
sure.
in the immediate and developmentally as they grow up,
Mhm.
leading to confusion. Like, what's really going on here? It does tie into gaslighting. When you're being told one thing that doesn't match your experience, dad is like this, or mom, depending who's doing it, but I remember him like this. And eventually the child has to reconcile that confusion one way or another. And that's going to be different based on how old the child is when it starts, too. A really young child is a black and white thinker, and it's either true or not true. And there's no gray, there's no nuance, and that puts you in a really bad position to try to survive the alienation attempts. It's also going to lead to anxiety and sadness and even depression. Sometimes as kids get older, they might turn to substances because family isn't the most supportive way to work through the hard things that they're going through. And it can lead to guilt because they're kind of being pushed into actions that they don't necessarily want to take, that they're hurting somebody that they love, but they feel that they have to in order to survive. If you're living with a parent, you're dependent on them for survival. And then
Right.
you know implicitly or explicitly that the rules are that you have to turn against the other parent, you're in such a bad position.
Mhm.
And then I think that's important to recognize as a parent who's on the other side of this is how that truly isn't about you. It's really not personal as much as it feels like the most personal attack in the world to have your children turn on you.